Hi families, I've just written my letter to you and focusing upon the Great Commandment to love God and to love people. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of a video to reinforce the idea, and I'm calling it Loving Up and Loving Out. So let's have a look and see what we have to say about this. The Great Commandment is about loving God, and the second Great Commandment is loving people. And I want to explain that a little bit to yourselves and to the children. Matthew 22 verses 37 to 39 talk about it. Even though the Great Commandment was spoken of in the Old Testament, in Deuteronomy chapter 6 verses 5 to 7, Jesus repeats it and elaborates further in this passage. So let's have a look at it. Matthew chapter 22 verses 37 to 39. Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind." Now this is to the parent. It's you. It's not your children, parents. It's you. You parents, love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind. And this is the first and great commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbour as yourself. So there we have the great commandment from Jesus. And we need to have a good look at this. So I just was wondering if your children even know what it means to love God. But really, it's not that hard. It's just all about loving God with all of your heart, all of your soul, and all of your mind. It doesn't mean we don't think about other things. It just means that we give God the preeminence and we make him special in our hearts and souls and minds. But the second command is like unto the first, and it's about loving people. So how much should I love people? Children, how much should you love others? Well, Jesus just says, just like you love yourself. If you like people to be kind to you, be kind to people. If you like people to laugh at your jokes, laugh at their jokes. If you like people to give you presents, give them presents. It's loving your neighbour just like you should love yourself. And that's an important thing because you are special. You are worthy of love. So you just treat people like you treat yourself. It's that simple. But we all know it's often difficult because people can be difficult. So really, I want to talk about what loving God is like. And I've just got an idea that my son gave to me, and it's this. Loving God is loving up to him, loving God. And there's this little girl and she's sending her heart balloon up. It's all about loving God, loving up. And look, we've got this little guy here and he's doing it too, loving up. And that's the greatest commandment that Jesus has given. But the second is like the first. Loving people is like loving out to others, opening your heart to people and loving them. So I can see people here in this picture here just loving each other, having a great old time. And there's our friend again, and he's doing it also. He's loving out. And I couldn't think of a better way of teaching kids and teaching ourselves as adults about loving God and loving others. What a great way to celebrate. Now, who's this guy here? He looks like he's got a message for us. Let's see. Here he goes. Wow. How awesome is that? Thank you very much, sir. Now, here's a song that just helps us to remember about this great commandment. And children, you might want to sing along with the people, and maybe even do some dance actions, because it's all about learning to love up and love out. Let's go. There's that scripture. Not too hard so far. Here we go. Pretty good. Here we go again. Wow, wasn't that great? I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you did the actions as well, and I hope you learned the song. You can play it a couple of times if you want. Okay, what do we got now? Here's this fellow again. What's he got to say? I wonder.
Well, here we go again. Let's go together. Love and up.
Can you do this action? Why not try? Look at him go. Your turn. You know what? Adults, young people, the sign of the cross is that reaching out. Jesus reached out he had love for God, and he has love for people. And this image here, we see an image of representing Jesus and the cross, loving God, loving people, and you see down below the cross, the world. For God so loved the world. That means you. That means me. And we just need to get aligned with God and his way, and to love him back. He loves you so much. And to love people, because he loves other people just like he loves you. So there you go. Loving God, loving people. The great message. If you as a homeschooler, you teach your children this, if you live this and model this and teach it to your children, and they learn from you, it's the greatest lesson you'll ever do as a home educator. And here at Australian Christian Homeschooling, we love science, we love maths, we love English, we love literature, the arts, all of those things. But this is real homeschooling. Here they are, loving each other, still doing it, loving people, loving God, loving people. God bless you all as you finish up this first semester. All the best from all our staff. Bye for now.